There we go. All right, all right. It is. I'm like a minute late. I'm sorry, you guys. I was having an issue. It wouldn't. I couldn't get my settings just right to get started. But I do want to get started now. You know, I always start by playing what we're going through, and then we wait for a few people. And this is today, well, I'm Jada on piano, but today we are doing Andre Jones, We Are Not Ashamed. And here we go. Hey, Chris, I see you. I see you. Hey, Philip, I see you. I see you. And yes, I love what's happening here. All right, that was again. Let me get over here. Oh, it's already paused. Okay, that was Andre Jones, and hold on, let me pause it. There we go. Andre Jones, and We Are Not Ashamed. If you're looking for what that song is, that is a Karen Clark Sheard song. If I remember, that is about three or four albums ago. So anyway, it's a little bit older of a song. You can call it a little bit of a classic now if you want, but he did a version, and then also, you know, Glenn Gibson did a version as well, where he did his own arrangement. What I like about this, because I had heard the Glenn version and really enjoyed that, I really liked Andre's take on this. And as usual, I like to tell you the channel. The channel I got this from was the Musicians Hub. Check them out. I will be tagging them when this video uploads after it's live. But yeah, check them out. They always have different videos of musicians playing. Now, in the comments, I'm looking at Chris and Philip was saying from D flat to G. Wow, nice transition. So he's already jumped in. So, you know, clearly it's time, y'all, because we got people already in, already ready, already working. So let's see what we got. As usual, we need to catch the key. That's the first thing. When we're transcribing, we need to know what key. So you know how we do it. We hum that note, and then if we can't hear kind of how close it is, then we go to the middle C and we start there until we match the note. So let's get the beginning. So and I'm hearing it right there. Well, let's play it a little more so you can hear. He's already in. I love that movement right there. So let me give you that little hum. And I'm gonna walk up. Or it's lower. Here's C. You know that interval? Anybody? If you know the interval, you can go straight to it. I'll give you a couple seconds. Somebody might know it. If we don't know the interval, we have to walk it. And if you were looking for that interval, in fact, it is a G flat tritone. It's calling it the G flat tritone because the G flat is on the bottom of the note. It would be a C tritone if the C was at the bottom or the left of the chord. So we did a song a couple of weeks ago, because this is episode 5, you guys, of Transcription Live, and I think it was episode 2 where we did that Mike Burrell, and we did that song was in G flat. So we already know the notes, but let's give it to you again. G flat, A flat, B flat, C flat, because we're in G flat. If it was F sharp, it would be F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, and then B. But G flat, A flat, B flat, C flat, D flat, E flat, then F, and then the G flat. So we know we're expecting chords that come from there. Chris is telling us he's in F sharp, same thing as G flat. He is right. Got a couple of people with me. They're hanging on. They're on board with us here. So let me give you the. I'm going to give you the 7th chords right off, so we don't waste a lot of time. I'll just play one note down here in the bass, so that it will. And these are all in root position. That's not what we'll necessarily hear in the song, but these are in root position right now. Okay. So that's the 1 chord. That's the 2. You see, this is minor 7. So major 7, minor 7, minor 7. That's a major 7. This is a dominant 7, minor 7. This is the F minor 7, flat 5, also known as the half diminished 7, and then the major 7 again. See Henry, he's saying he's here. Hey, what's up, Henry? So here we go. let's see here. Let's jump in. We know we're in G flat. Now let's get some of these chords. Let's get some of these deep, dark movements. I really like how in Andre's version, Glenn's version was in E. If you're looking for his version on YouTube, but his is in E, and it just sounds a little bit brighter because he's not only playing higher, but he's playing really open chords. But the contrast is go check his version out. As a matter of fact, when we're all done here. But Andre's version is really low and it's dark. But I like this dark sound for this. So check this out. Let's catch some of this. Let's see what's going on. Let's hit the button here. See if we can get that. I don't know why I lost my... Oh, you guys, it wanted to... Hold on. I gotta refresh it. I think. See, that was just killing time. So, oh, now it wants to be completely unresponsive. Okay, so while we wait, oh, you know, it was bound to happen one day to have a on-camera technical difficulty while I'm waiting for that. I forgot.
Hi there, I'm Jeff Bishop. I'm the co-founder of RagingBull.com. I'm one.
Oh no, I need to do this. Okay. I needed to do that right there. I almost forgot. Okay. Let's see if it's ready. Oh, it's trying to give me a whole situation here. Sorry, you guys. I was all ready to.
The top real money options traders in the entire world. I want to share with you today some.
There we go. Random ad for the day. And we're bringing it back. Okay. Now, we know if we've been listening before to the sounds of certain things, now that we're back in the business, I want to start. We've been dealing with a lot of notes over the course of time, which we'll still be doing that, but I want to start moving kind of into trying to hear the whole chord, because that'll help us move a little bit faster in the way we approach what we're hearing. So there's certain things. It's still the same type of thing. You know what? It does not want. Let me do this. Okay, let me see if that helps, because I have two instances up, and for whatever reason today it does not like my two instances of these things. Let me go ahead and try to, I'm sorry guys, try to close any and everything. See if that will help us at all. Normally this is not an issue, but for whatever reason, you know, there's bound to be a day that had to be. It just had to, you know. Okay, let's try it again. Let's see if we got it. So we know we're on the. Let's catch that melody. I think we're sort of in business. I hope so. But when we started, we always know, if we know the number system, we can go 5-1. And since our second chord is 1, we can test out the 5 first and watch what he did. We heard this in the melody. But let's do that with the 5 and see what we can get. Okay? That's still our melody in there like we were doing before, but if we're thinking chords. Now, let's make it nice and full while we're at it. Because this is me trying to hear the whole thing to work it out. So I have an F sharp, but over my 5 chord, or G flat. Whichever way we're calling it, it's both of them. You know, you're in harmonic spelling. My first mind is I'm calling it I'm calling it a suspended chord because it's a type of suspended chord, but check out what it is. That's the first. This is what I'm hearing. It's a flat 9 sus4, or it's not. Sorry, not flat 9. This is a regular 9. The 9 is the 9 in D flat. There's my 9 right there. But when we have our 7th in there, like that, that is our flat 9. Sorry, I keep wanting to put a flat 9. The flat 9 would be here, and that was not the chord. This is a regular 9. Look at what I've got here. I've got in my left hand. So let's use this as a clue as we're going forward, okay? Because we already know this is going to be a little bit deeper, a little darker, a little fuller than we already have had previously. So let's see if we can get fullness down here often with our 1 and 5 and our 1 in other chords. We'll just check that out and see if it helps us over the course of what we're working through, okay? But since I want to make it full in the left hand too, it could be that, but we need it to be a little bit fuller. Hear the difference? So hear the difference. Get these sounds in your ear. This is important. That's why we go through this stuff step by step. So let's try to catch that. You hear that? And then we want to go here. So let's take that same shape, the 1, the 5, and the 1. We got that down here, and we got this melody on the top. And the note that I'm hearing, dun, see how I was humming, dun, and then I hit this, and I could hear obviously that I'm humming wrong, but I went there. So I'm hearing this so far, but this doesn't sound full enough. Let's listen and see if that E flat is in there. I just happen to hear the F first. Oh, okay. So, sorry, where was it? I think that's what we've got. And I need to put that in there, see? I heard that on the tail end just as I was pausing. Okay, so we've got 2 chords right there. Let's go back a little bit further, make sure. A little bit further. See, just before. And then he hit dun. So we've got and he's already into the melody, really. The bass note I'm hearing, dun. So I'm hearing, and then we need a whole chord here. Well, what's the B chord? We know it was the major 7, so let's get some of the notes in there. Because even like this, if we get the major 7, all we're doing is adding the 9th on there. Put that there. Let's see. I don't know if it was that dark. Let's see. It's either that or that. Those are my 2 choices. Sorry, y'all. I feel a little out of it because my mic still is flying in my way. Wait, let's check it out. We're on the right note, and again, we're hearing 1. We're hearing number system, so we were on 5, 1, and then 1 to 4. We're hearing these relationships immediately. Oh, sorry. Let's hear what we've got for that B chord. Okay, so I'm hearing this. catching. So that chord was, he just hit the A flat and the D flat at the same time, but then roll off of that A flat. Hey Siobhan. See, we got that so far. Okay, let's keep going. And then let's see what we've got here, because he hit this chord and it sounds like he went up an octave, so I tried the same thing. Let's hear what that second thing was, and then we get to this real nice move. We got to have that today. Oh, not back far enough. So I'm feeling it that way. Thank you. Let's see. OIF veteran. We're gonna work it out. I hope you guys are at your keyboard working on with this along with me, so we can all have, you know, something new, some new chords to play next week. And share this if you enjoy this. Let other people know we here every week. And now we've got our next chord. Let's keep going. Now, I think I'm hearing a chord, but I want to talk through it, because again, I don't want to leave anybody behind. I want them to be able to work through this. That's why we're doing this, so people can learn this themselves and begin to work out songs. Already I'm thinking of one of three chords because it's got the A flat in it, right? So oh, hey Josh, cool. Okay, let me see. Thinking of three chords. Remember when we did this here? Okay, so, well, that's going to show us four. So there's no A flat here. There's an A flat here. There's an A flat here. No A flat. There's an A flat. There's no A flat. And there's an A flat. So I'm thinking of this, 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 or this. Now, that's where we're at, and we didn't hear this. Although that could go in certain instances, but that's not, we're transcribing. So almost here. Is that a minor? Hold on, do we throw in another? Let's check it out. Let's check it out again. Hold on. So the note, I'm hearing this, but then my bass note fully in my key, I'm hearing this F, which is one of our choices, right? We had this, and this. But watch what he does with it. We've got this. So my first thoughts, because we have a chord in this key that works with this, I'm thinking this. But as we listen, we don't hear that. So he has done something to substitute it. Now we need to listen and investigate. We hear this C as big as day, right? But again, remember, we need it nice and full, so we know we got to thicken this thing up. We're here, we got that, we still need it more full, so let's add this in, or I don't like that, I want more seventh. Hear the difference? Subtle, but you hear it. Do that with your chords sometimes. It'll really help you find your own voicings. I like this 157 as far as tones in the chord better than I like this octave here, especially for my minor chords. So if I'm back to the beginning, what I do? There we are. And then I think we're at that really nice move, so let's spend some time with that. Yes, let's get ready to get that. I think that's gonna make my week, y'all. Right there. I need that. I don't know about anybody else, and we're gonna grab it. Let's see if we can grab it in real time. If not, we know we can slow it down. I'm hearing da na 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 na. Dun, dun. See, I was humming notes. Dun. I didn't want to just pick it. I wanted to start hearing myself. Dun, dun. And so I was thinking major chord, but that wasn't it. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see if we're right with the melody. You know how we do. We play along with it. Here we go. And I messed it up. Let's try that one more time. Okay, so we got that. So we got the top of it. So Siobhan says she needs this movement too. I don't know who's with us. We grabbing it. We got the melody already, y'all. Now we need to get that bass in there. That was just so we came from here. And I'm already thinking, because of that circle of fifths type movement, we know the chords in our key, that we're going here. This is what I'm anticipating. Let's see if we go to the B flat in the bass. Yes. We definitely went to the B flat. So let's see what the rest of this is. Gotta go back further. Dun. Oh, okay, so we hit the chord. That's possibly what it is, but let's check it. And I almost really want to, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to slow it down because I want to be able to play that with it and make sure we get, because that's such a nice movement. We want that verbatim, slowing it down to half speed. And let's grab that fully. Here we go. Okay, I wasn't right. See? You see as I was playing? It wasn't right. That G is wrong. Dun. I'm hearing the F, but then I gotta listen again for that second note. No. That's not right. That's why it's wrong. Now I hear it. There we go. We got chordal movements. Okay, let's keep checking. Oh. Is that right? Let's check it. I mean, we need this. Okay, and then we're probably doing that. Okay, so well, let me give you this chord. What did I hear? I heard this, but it definitely was not straight dominant. That's the dominant. What stuck out? Obviously. Right? So when you hear that diminished type thing, but it's over a different bass note, you know that's a flat 9 chord. It sounds like a diminished chord, but you've got a bass note. So overall, the chord really is dominant, but it's got a flat 9. So it's kind of giving you kind of that double dominant function. That's me making up a term, double dominant, because we know a dominant chord is dominant function, but we also know a diminished chord has the function of dominant. So using both at the same time, I'm calling that double dominant function. That's just me, you know. You ain't gonna find that nowhere else. Oh, wait. Wait, did you hear how much darker that was? He hit it. Is it an octave or is the F in there with it? Because we can do, I don't know. Hear that? Here, you put the F in there, it gets a little bit fuller. There's more meat with this. See what I'm saying? So let's see which one he did. You know, that's kind of funny, Siobhan, but Siobhan said I got it right. She's hearing it with me. Now I'm just trying to figure out if this F is in here. But as far as borrowing my ears, the closest we're going to get is working through this every week. I'm trying to give, pass some of this on. to other people. I think, wait. The high F is in there. I don't know if the low one is. I really want to put that in there really bad. Okay, it's up to you. Taste-wise, if you want it real dark, put the F in there. If not, just leave that open octaves. I don't play a lot of open octaves, so I tend to like this a little better. But so let me run back. What do we have? That's where we're at. Okay. Okay, now that we got that, let me speed this back up so we can hear fully. I do try as often as possible to listen in real time because it helps you, think about what you just heard and kind of keep that sound. Whereas slower is when I really want to detail one or two particular sounds. But if you can hear stuff in real time, let's say you're playing with somebody like an organist, if you're the keyboard player and the organist and they hit something, well, if you can start hearing stuff fast as it goes by, when you're playing with other people, they'll hit something and you'll be able to go right to it. So that's another reason, we're doing stuff like this. Transcribing isn't just learning full songs so you can play them, in your private time of practice. But when you're playing live, you need to be able to hear and speak coherently with your other musicians. The bass player may hit a bass note and you're like, oh, these are my choices, A, B, and C. And you can go there. Or the organist or the guitarist, what the aux keyboardist, all of that. So we like to hear in real time. So it's usually best to try, and then if you need to work up to it, that's an option, because of course we're here to learn what we're doing with this. Okay, so we were here, and I'm hearing a continuation of this chord. All he did was change the inversion. I want you to hear that because nothing changed but the inversion. So he did. But then I heard, listen to that bass, or not the bass, but the bass note. You hear that with me? So that's what I think I'm hearing. And that's nice too. That little. Okay. And then let's go melody, because I'm hearing that first. If you can't catch the whole thing, we're here, and then I heard da da da. Okay, we got that, but what can we put that with that? Let's listen. If it's anything in the bass, it sounded like it was just on the right hand. Yes, I'm hearing this. So look at this. This is just basically a minor third interval, right? And if you see it over there, it says E flat minor third. And it was like he rolled off. That's kind of hard. If he did it like that. Let me slow it down. That's tough. Unless we do that. So let me find a fingering here. I got 1 and 3 on this, and then I'm coming off with that thumb. So we hit the E and roll into that to the F minor third. Where'd we come from? Let me see. Wait, I didn't do it right. Sorry. But we need a chord, okay? Now, let's not forget where we are in the number system. We're here. Oh, sorry. And then we did. So we're here bass. bass. What do we expect from this B flat? Anybody know what bass note I'm expecting? We got what's up here. We're hearing this. What are we expecting in the bass? Anybody have some thoughts? Because this was, we had this, we had this. What is the next bass note we're expecting? Anybody got me? Wait a couple more seconds to see if anybody has some thoughts. Let's see. 5, 4. Oh, I see an answer. Philip said E flat. Let's see what we've got. Let's do it with it. He said E flat, and I'm going to play what he said. He said E flat. Well, I'll be. Doesn't that sound right? See how knowing what we're anticipating helps? We were here. Yeah. Well, we were here. Sorry. There we go. And Siobhan also said E flat. So Philip and Siobhan are exactly right. We're expecting that E flat because it was essentially a 7-3-6. We know the F is a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're expecting that because that bass motion is exactly what we would expect in that key, even though he substituted this chord instead of that one, right? Instead of having that B in there, he made it the minor chord. It just fits so nicely. And we know C is not in our key, but that just works so nicely. It gave it a really warm feel there. So that's an option. And Philip is saying, yeah, that circle of fourths, it's the circle of fifths backwards, which, yes, is exactly the circle of fourths. So they were right with, both of them were right with that. Right? Now let's keep going. See, we're taking apart section by section. Okay, wait. But we got it. But he hit another note there. I'm trying to think where I am. I think he hit that D flat. Let's hear that at the end. Oh, no, I need to do it. I think he rolled it off like that. Okay. Let's see. Yes, that's exactly what I'm hearing. See, sometimes you just have to hear exactly what you're hearing. So, it's almost like we have to come off that pedal because we're not hearing that E flat anymore. You hear that? Okay, let's keep going because we want to get more of this. Let's get all them notes in there. Oh, so we heard da-da, we were here, but this is the melody, and then we hear da-da-da. Okay. If anybody hears something different, let me know. Okay, so, and we're hearing. I think I'm hearing the D flat. Yep. And again, remember we talked about at the very beginning how he was being really full. So all we've got is A flats and D flats there, but that's what I'm hearing so far from that chord. Nice. It's really open. You hear that? Okay, but it's really open, but it's still dark because it's so low. Because most of everything we're hearing is down there. See that? So these are choices you can be using, arranging as well. Wait, let's see what happens. Oh, I just like that fingering there. Let's go back a little bit. Okay. It's almost like we're hearing that. Are we hearing the fourth or are we hearing the third? Let's go back and listen. I think we're hearing this to this. So, sorry, let me get my pedal. We were, we got that. Now this really nice finger flip here. Well, let's get that melody. Right? Let's catch what that bass is. Now, he came up a little bit. We are not down low. You check that? I have a chord in mind, but I'm going to break it down note by note here. The bass note, let's get this first. Might need to hum. Now this is, watch this. Dun, dun. I think I'm hearing the melody. I'm not humming the bass note. I have an actual bass note. Dun. This is the note I'm hearing. And it's tough. And the reason this is tough is because I'm hearing these two. The reason this is tough is because this is in the key, but this is not. However, we know this C was already introduced way back here on this chord. So it's not unheard of. I mean, he's just using a note he's already introduced earlier in the song. Now that we're hearing it again, it's not foreign. But also check this out with this C. Now we're going there. But where does the C lead us to? Do you know what bass note the C would tend to lead us to? Anybody got some thoughts on that? I want us to start, working through, thinking through. Couple more seconds. And the C tends to lead us to the F. That same circle of fourths motion is what we're expecting. So even though we went and stepped out of the key, that leads us here. But guess what? This chord is usually, or this note is definitely in the key, right? So, and Philip is saying F. He was probably writing that while I was waiting, since there's that delay in there. You know how they build in delay for live streams. So, all of that was done. Now, I am hearing this, and this is why I had a certain chord in mind, because I was hearing that whole phrase. We just got through talking about a 7-3-6, and he borrows this 7-3-6 to go. Watch this, y'all. He borrows this from D flat because C is the 7 of D flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he hits this. Listen how nice that is. That's calling it. It's calling it a G flat major with the C in the bass. I mean, I guess you can do that, but this is. It's really the C half diminished, and then you put the 11th in it. I'm gonna hold it down. I don't hear this E flat in here, but for y'all to see what that chord is like that, I've got it in there. He could have it in there, but I think it's a little bit more open. And then he's got it there. See that? Now we're getting to the chord. And then watch where we go. We're expecting an F, so da, da. We're expecting that. We need all that in its glory. So, two things going there. And we heard da. So we did hear that. Da, da, da. That's what I'm hearing. Now, we hear that fully, but really I'm hearing, so if I'm hearing this, we know this is a dominant chord, but is that the top note? It was the one that was the most prominent for sure. This is what I'm hearing so far, but there's one more note, because I do hear this whole chord, and it sounds, for lack of a better term, I call this a doobie pow chord, because he loves to use flat 9. Anybody know about Doobie Powell? He's one of my favorite artists. I literally do have all of his CDs. Heard he's coming out with a new one, but that is totally not, I'm on a whole nother page right now. So I hear that, but there's one more note we need. I just talked about that flat 9. What is the flat 9 of F? Well, what's the 9? There's our 9. Let's make it flat. Now let me play all that. You hear that? Hear that crunch? And he does stuff like that more often. That little smash of 2 notes together like that, I just love that from him. And I could do all that like that if I wanted, but that's a little bit more awkward. We can just do this chord like that. Let's see what he's got. Yeah, we got all that. So I want to run back really. Oh yeah. What's next? And I'm hearing that same tonality, right? So I want to stick with that diminished type movement, but I'm coming off the F now, and I hear the A in the bass, and then I also hear the E flat in the top. So now I need to fill in the rest of that diminished chord, fully diminished, not half, fully. That would be the chord if I filled all in all of the notes. But I suspect the C is probably not in there. Let's check this C. But let's check and see if we're right. He might have it in there. That sounds pretty dark. Might have it in there. I would, if I was playing it, it's a little bit more awkward to play that with the ring finger, left hand. So if you want to leave that one out, because we're used to playing, pinky, index, and thumb. But if you need that fullness, that full darkness, right there, put the C in there. Okay, we got that. Oh, okay, we got that. He went back to that darkness. So, and then we hear dun, but we also hear That's at the very least. Now I want to say something about this because I know a lot of people get tripped up. I know we're only like 19 seconds into this song, but check out different things. I want you guys to be ready for it, hearing it, able to hear it. When we do something like this here, this was the first bass note, right? Learn to see chunks, okay? Here's the chunk that I'm seeing. This was and then connected to that chunk was this. So this is one chunk for me, right? That's one chunk. When I heard this, all this is one chunk because that's a 736, right? And then we've got a new chunk. That's its own chunk. This is one chord, but this is a new. This is a big chunk and then a chunk inside this chunk. As soon as I hit this C, I'm expecting an F to be next and be back in my key. And then, but this chord here, this is what I was getting at. This is an extension of that. Now, why is this important? This is an extension of this. This is important because A is not in the key. So we don't want to get lost and hung up on, oh my goodness, where did he go? I can't hear that chord. I don't know what's happening. First of all, two things. If we know anything about a leading tone, we know a leading tone leads us to the next note. This leading tone happens to be in the bass. And so we're saying, where does this want to lead us to? Like our ear hears it even if our mind doesn't know it. It wants to lead us to the B flat. Why is that though? Because it's the leading tone of B flat. If I'm in B flat major, this is a good reason why you need to know all of your scales or all of your keys, because even though I'm not playing in B flat right now, I hit this chord. Well, we hit this one and then we hit this one, right? And then we need to know where to go if we can't hear that automatically. In B flat major, look at this. See that? We hit that right there. So when we're getting here, we're expecting this, but even more than that, like I was saying, it's an extension. You can always, so we could have done just this. Something like that. I didn't go there. You see that? I just went straight there. But instead, see, he just kept the movement. There's no drum, so he kept some rhythm in there by giving us that extension, right? And then he went to the chord, okay? So don't be afraid of those extra notes that are happening in the key. I think we got this, okay? That was a straightforward B flat minor 7. Okay, we got that. Oh, that's another nice one. Da-na-na. I need that first. Da-na-na. Oh, sounds like it's our key. So, da-na-na. We hear that. There's a lot happening here. I think we're going to have to slow this down. It just gets the juices flowing. Got to slow it down because I need to hear every single one of those. Going back to half speed. Let's grab that. This, but I don't think he did that. Oh, yes, he did. Hold on. Maybe that's why I'm hearing it. It makes sense. It's just that timing on that. Is he hitting the major seventh, or is he leaving the seventh out? I almost hit that. It's so subtle. You could do either one, but I really think he's got that kind of open. So. Okay, so where do we come from? I'm trying to get that rhythm. See how, again, that's when we learn, that's when we set aside something for practice. Only got a few more minutes, so I don't want to spend too long, but I think that's what that is. And I finally got the rhythm right. We were here. We would expect a B to go to an E, but we know E is not in our key. So let's see where this actually went, because I know that is absolutely, oh, I think I hit the, oh, no. What did I just do? I think I went to the next video. Go back. Let me see. Yo, I did too much. Let me. Oh, thank goodness. It kept our place. See, this is what happens when you're moving too quick. We got just a... Let's go back. So we went from that beat over here. I'm hearing the F, but what's the chord? I didn't even hear. Oh, did I do it again? Y'all, I did it again. Boy, that slip, I tell you. I need this button not to be here. Go back again. We're going to need a couple of extra minutes just because I'm hitting the wrong button. Makes you wonder how I find the right thing with my ear.
Hi there, I'm Jeff Bishop. I'm the co-founder of Rage.
Start that again. Goodness. Don't do that no more. We only got a few more minutes. Gotta motivate myself to do it right. Okay, now we're back. It's that major. See, we're expecting this, or no, we're expecting that, but we have this. So I'm playing that whole chord. Okay, let me. Y'all pray for me so I hit the right thing. did something special there. Let's check all that. We're hearing all of this happening. And we're hearing the diminished here. It's that flat 9. We talked about that. And then we heard a straight diminished here. I think. Let's check and see if it was another flat 9. This is dealing more with inner voice harmony. Yeah, I hear the diminished. Might even be a little bit extended there. The D and the B. Put that down lower because, we've been real full this whole time. Try to squeeze out a couple more things. I know we're over our hour. But we can't be in the middle of a phrase. And then, since we've got this diminished, again, bass note, taking it as our leading tone. Well, what is it next to? What's going up? It is the E flat. And that is what I believe I hear. And that's in our key. Even though this chord, again, not in our key, but it's leading to things in our key. Let's check and see what we've got. I think we've got that right there. Okay? That's beautiful. But I'm out of time. We did a lot of talking about different things in this course or this live today. Let me play it through one more time for the people that may have just joined. I don't know. Also see if I can remember it. Oh yeah. What was it? Oh yeah. Now we're on the chords we just did. That's what we've got, right? That's what we've got so far, that first 19 seconds. But we've made it through. We got a couple of nice movements. This is, and I left one out. Hold on. Let me go back and do that again. There we go. This nice thing. Something. I'm close. I don't have it memorized. I just was giving you the notes while it was happening. But don't forget to join us next week. I don't want to take too much longer. We're only here for an hour every Monday night, right around 8 o'clock. That's the time that we are live every week. And you're learning some great movements, some cool chords, some voicings, some great arrangements that people are just doing on the piano. We're breaking them down. we're learning this stuff, we can put it in our own playing. So again, this is Jada on piano. If you like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can be notified when we're live, just in case you forget next week. If you have questions, make sure you join so you can, ask them during the session every week, and share this video with your friends if you think they might benefit. If you know a musician, a keyboardist specifically, that might benefit from, learning some new chords, or might want to learn some new chords, let them know. We're talking about it every week. So you guys take care and see you next week.